Hello and welcome to The Long View with me, Jon Jordan. So today we're back with Dawn of Titans from Natural Motion and Zynga. I've been playing this for about a week, so this is our D7, Day 7 retention video. So let's see where we are. So this is our base. So it is, broadly speaking, a build and battler in the kind of strategy genre. Looks different, kind of presented in a different way to many of those games, but that's kind of fundamentally what it is. So we can see here, this is our big floating island that our base sits on. So we could go in here, it's kind of the typical kind of thing. So there's our castle, which is the kind of HQ, so we level that up, then we can level up other things. 2 resources, so we've got kind of wheat or corn, whatever it is, and then gold. Let me see here some gold mines. The wheat's now, my storage is full. There's other, what we got over there, farm. So that's that. Then we've got hard currency at the top, we can see as well. So a few other things. There's a portal. So portal's how you kind of move around, and it's kind of like an energy system. So you can see there, the capacity of the portal stone is 32. So we can see at the top got 32. So that's basically use those up. So it's a energy system. Got a garrison. It's kind of like a defensive thing if people attack me, and then the main kind of part of the game, I guess, obviously you have armies, is the Titans. So it's called Clash of Titans, Dawn of Titans. So I get confused about all the buildings, all a bit similar, I have to say. Here's our Hall of Titans. So we can go in here and have a look. And how have I done? 7. I'm not spending any money, I have to say. And I should also say this game's still in soft launch, so it makes things still may change. So there's our Titan. We can see we've got a few, 6 Titans. So some elvish ones we've got there, and a woman and a guy with a big, kind of like, I don't know what he is, like a big halibut or whatever. Halibut's a fish, isn't it? But whatever those things are. And you can see here it's got a relic on it. So relics are a big important part of the game. So that's got acidic blades. So his damage is now poison damage. And I've not done any of this yet, but obviously with the Titans as well, there's this whole kind of ascension. So you have to max out the Titan to do, and then there's I've gone, and then there's the fusion. So I can consume another of my Titans to kind of level him up. You also level up through using them. So this guy's level 2 of 20. This is the main one I've been using. So he's level 8 of 20. So you can level him up in different ways. I mean, some really nice design touches in how you use them. So I can never find my way to the right screen, which is a bit confusing. There's another screen you can see where you have these. You can collect other floating islands, and you can then assign your Titans. So if I go back to my Titans, actually, you can see here it says defending. A few of them are defending. So these Korbar, who's the one you start off with, he's defending one of my dominions. Okay, so there we go. He's defending the farms of Kolia. Okay, so that's the kind of base building stuff. You can see here there's something going on here. What am I doing? I am upgrading my food reserve. I can skip that for free. That's good. I can remove, so I've actually hit the limit of where I can place stuff, so I have to remove trees now. What else can I build? Probably granary and a farm. Okay, so let's see if I can build a farm then. Which is a bit pointless because I've got too much stuff as it is. Can I build it? Build it there? Yeah, okay, so I'll probably speed that one up because it's no, it's the wrong one. Do that for free, and let's upgrade it as well. So you see that when I went to upgrade something, there's a kind of like, it shows you the kind of tech tree, so I can upgrade my food reserves because my castle's level 4 and I have enough gold. I can't actually do it at the moment because it's got the no builders are available. My builders are busy constructing a farm, but I can upgrade that for free. So normally it has this kind of typical. If I go back and try and upgrade my food reserve, I don't even have enough gold now anymore. But, okay, let's find a better example. That's farm level 3. Probably can't. What's that one? Can upgrade that one? No. Anyway, it's got builder's yard. So if I want to build more than one thing at any one time, I have to build another builder's yard. So effectively get one builder at a time, which is quite old-fashioned. So the other thing to say about this game is it has been in soft launch for pretty much 2 years now, and I think some of the design is kind of showing its age a little bit. No reason that things in soft launch can't change quite radically, but one of the things, it has this kind of single build structure. So you can only build one thing at a time, or you have to kind of use hard currency. And that was when I think when strategy games came in. That was a big monetization kind of pinch point that worked. So certainly when I was playing Clash of Clans for the first time, you had to pay $5 to get the third builder, and a lot of people did that just because there were a lot more buildings in Clash of Clans. In this one, it doesn't really matter so much if you just wait. It's not, you don't have so many things going on. You don't have any walls. So in Clash of Clans, it kind of made sense, and that game, let's face it, is 4 years old. So let's go and do a battle with our Titan. So let's see what we've got to do. So there's quite a lot of this kind of different things, different quests. I haven't joined a alliance yet. Daily quest is just getting us to do stuff. Let's try and do. Let's do camp. Oh, let's actually go and do. Which one is it? Okay. So here we go. So now this is where we can see my, what I was talking about before. This is my castle, and these are my kind of lands. So you can see here they kind of give me some resources. And you can see where those little flags are. That's where my Titans are defending. So let's go and attack something over here. Again, these are just resource kind of islands. What's that one? Mysterious reward. So big thing I'm not speaking about is relics. So relics are things you attach to Titans and to buildings to get kind of like buffs effectively. So we can look here defensively. They've got some guys. They've got some archers and some militia. So I can capture it or raid it. Capturing it means I would add it to my collection, but I'm limited. I can't add any more floating islands at the moment. So let's just raid it. So no, I don't want him. This kind of, I think this, there's some bits of the user interface, the user experience, which I think are a bit clunky. It's again maybe the age of the game. I don't know. Just some things you have to, the menus kind of move in weird ways. But let's go. Who should we go with? Let's go with him. Okay. So we see at the top my army strength versus the army I'm going to attack strength. Also, I'm going to add some guys. So I normally do 2 archers, a militia, and a spearman. There's a rock paper scissors kind of thing of who's good against whatever. I can add a spell. I can add a shield. Shield's pretty rubbish. I won't bother using that up. Reinforcements have to be in an alliance to get that. I haven't got those. So there we go. You can see he's got his relic attached. So off we go. So we can see here the battle. See the timer's counting down. So they've got some guys hiding in the woods, some swords, militia guys in the woods, 2 lots of archers, and some more militia. So we just use the auto orders. We can see the game just kind of chooses what to do, which seems to be the best way to do it. You can't auto play. So when the game was being designed and first went into soft launch, autoplay was a big thing for Asian games, not a big thing in the West. Now it's a big thing everywhere. And maybe, there's some games that don't want to do autoplay for various reasons. They kind of think it's cool to watch this going on. And it kind of is. I mean, you've got this big Titan there, he's swinging his poisonous blade. It's quite nice, but basically with this kind of game you'll be seeing, hundreds of battles. And they're not that exciting. It's kind of canned animation, one there. So I can understand why they haven't got an autoplay, because it does take off some of the kind of fun that the people who make games think they want to add in a game. But I think I would, if there was autoplay in this game, I would use it. I think there's kind of, if you have a narrative, you could maybe have autoplay in some games and not in some missions and not in others. But if there's ones like this which are just like resource gathering missions, I don't see why you wouldn't autoplay them. Another slightly weird thing. So we have this. These are my units that I had. My militia were wiped out. You can see 0%. So if I want to resurrect them, I can use hard currency. My archers and spearmen all survived, and the kind of gating here is if it was 85%, if their health dropped below 85%, they'd basically be dead. So it's kind of an interesting system. Not seen it really before. Normally, you either, like in Clash of Clans, you use your troops and they're gone, or in other games you use your troops and if they survive, they basically survive. There's no games have done kind of leveling, so I think it would be a nice thing to do. Maybe if my archers survive, they kind of the level system here is wouldn't really work, but they kind of in some way gain some stats. They kind of could level up that way as well as being leveled up using resources, which is currently how this game does it. You have to upgrade your armory and then you can level up your troops. So I think there's something, I'm sure some game has done it before, or some game can do it. So that's basically the battle. Dawn of Titan, so there we go, I've raided that one and it's disappeared. And these ones shift around. It's quite nice, I mean definitely you can say very nice looking game. I assume if I attack all these then I can get to go to that big castle there, whatever it is. Which would be nice. So these are my relics. Oh no, so this is the relic, this is where I get relics. So this is, I can spend resources getting them, or I get one free one a day effectively. And then this is where they go. So portal stones, combat, so these are the ones, you see that relics in use, acidic blades. It's got 10 of 16 on it, so it's got 16 uses and then it's used up, so there's a kind of consumability around it. You can see got absolutely loads of relics. Again, the game is in soft launch still, so whether it be this kind of popular, whether it be this kind of like generous with these, but they're not super great. You know, 4% militia armor piercing. It's quite marginal. I mean, it's kind of big in one sense, but in another sense, it's not like wow. I'm just going to kind of ace this battle. Anyway, so that's what they are. And then there's the economic ones that you can see here. You have things where you can speed up your training of soldiers. You have increased the gold production, so I'm using some of those. So these ones have actually, interesting, they've timed out, so I don't really know if they're still working or not. I imagine that may be a soft launch type thing, but you can see on all these things they have timers on them, so they're kind of consumed as well, which I'm sure when the game goes live, which should be fairly soon. So there we go. So this is this is about a day 7 video. I've been playing it fairly frequently. The one thing I do find with this game is you kind of end up a little bit stuck with stuff around this, around day 5, day 7. You start to get to this situation where, I basically got too much corn. I can't use it. You use corn to recruit troops, so I can recruit some troops, but it doesn't really take very long. So just use up a bit. I mean, I've got. So I can only have 30 troops, so I've got 33 in the queue, so when 2 get killed in raids, I suppose the other 3 will start getting made until I upgrade my camp to have more. There's just not a lot of stuff for you to do at this point. There's not a lot of upgrading. I've obviously got to wait here 22 minutes for that before I can upgrade something else. And there's not a lot of that kind of upgrading to do really, so I could build a granary, sorry. In my castle, I mean, it's the main thing. So what can I do with my castle to upgrade? So I've got to have the granary and I've got to have the gold. So that'll be the next kind of cycle. And then after that, you're just doing battles, and the battles are interesting. And there is a kind of some narrative stuff going on here. And I'm not in an alliance, so an alliance would probably change stuff. But I find it a little bit quite quickly. It's kind of fallen into the background and fallen into the cycle of just popping in, doing something without that kind of immediacy. Which may be a problem for long-term retention, which is why this game has been in soft launch for so long. So Natural Motion and Zynga have been really had this game and CSR Racing 2 in soft launch for a long period of time to really try and improve the D30 retention, the day 30 retention. I think in CSR Racing 2 the cars kind of give it a bit more immediacy for people who like cars. For this it's a bit more abstract, and I think there may have to be a bit more work on the Titans. The Titans are a little bit unexciting, I think. They're useful as a troop, but they're not. You don't kind of, I don't know. They just don't kind of feel the same kind of excitement with them, and they're kind of not like. It's obviously got this ability to consume them, which is what card battling games have now, which is kind of good. But they're kind of in between. You don't get enough of them to be just not care and consume them all the time, and you don't have few enough of them for you to really care and go, well, this one's really good against this type of opposition. I always just use the same one at the moment. So I think there's a balancing issue there, which is a bit of an odd thing to say for a game that's been in soft launch for 2 years. Obviously, we'll wait and see when it comes out. There could be could have rebalanced it again. So it's certainly not to judge the game before it comes out. But that would be my comments so far. Obviously, I'm going to still keep playing it. I will definitely be playing it to D30 and probably a lot longer. And in a sense, when you get to that level, it fits into a very kind of easy kind of daily cycle where you kind of just drop in and do something. What's going on there? You can drop in and do something. Oh, there's a little animation. That's nice. Don't know what it is. You can just drop in and do something and come out again, but it's not going to take up a lot of your day to do that. Whether the developers want that or not, I don't know. So anyway, that was our D7 video on Dawn of Titans. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. So on the long view, we are playing free-to-play mobile games for as long as possible. Hopefully up to D30 on most of them. Obviously, you won't do that on all games, but doing the video of our progress and explaining what we think. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.